As we've mentioned, a story of numbers consists of 4 chapters. The result of your story is your cash flow. The most basic cash flow measure, after everything's happened, what's been the movement in all your bank accounts plus your cash at bank. In William's case, William's borrowings have grown by 3.2 million. Many people say to me, Alan, I've got no borrowings, what's my cash flow? It's then the movement in your money in the bank, your cash at the bank. Cash flow still is then, should you have made more or less cash? What we're trying to do at Cash Flow Story is give you techniques to optimize cash flow excellence. There are 3 critical cash flow measures. Cash flow measurement number 1, net cash flow, a monthly measure we've explained to you. The next cash flow measure is one of my favorites. It's a concept that may be difficult to understand, but I'm going to emphasize it over and over again. You need to understand what this means. As you grow your business, the next dollar you sell, what is your cash flow? If you sit down for a second and ask yourself the question, do I know what's going to happen the next dollar my business grows? If you cannot answer that question, you've got a blind spot in your business. Cash flow is the result primarily of Chapter 1, profit, and Chapter 2, working capital. The first thing that happens in your business is you generate a gross margin. William, your revenue is 42 million. Your gross margin is 13 million. William, you've made a 31-cent gross margin. As I've mentioned over and over again, you cannot look at Chapter 1 profit and then understand your cash flow. William, do you realize that your business needs to borrow working capital in order to produce margin? William, your receivables are 8.6 million. Your inventory is 14.2. Luckily, you've got suppliers of 5.5 million who are helping you finance your working capital. William, you've got $17.3 million invested in your working capital. The same way in which we bring gross margin down to $1 or 31%. William, your revenue is 42 million. Your working capital is 17.3 million. William, do you realize that your working capital or your Chapter 2 is running at 41 cents in the dollar? Now think about what's going on. 60% of you out there have got a William problem. Every dollar you grow, Chapter 2, your working capital, or 41%, is borrowing more than what you're producing in Chapter 1, 31-cent margin or 31%. William, you've got a fast growth problem. As you grow your business, you continue to be profitable, but your balance sheet or your working capital is borrowing more than what you're producing in your P&L. Volume is detrimental to cash. You are growing broke.